Welcome back to the next episode of Pokemon Moon. It took me a moment to remember where the motel is, but while I was trying to remember... Hey, check it out, it's Plumeria! Sup? Plumeria was just up, right? Yeah, slide up. That stupid Guzma, he really is a prime idiot, isn't he? Apparently. You can't know who will get named the Kahuna or not, young'un, till they are chosen. Even humans sometimes have to live at the whim of some capricious Pokemon. Team Skull was born out of this old group that once formed around one of the old Kahunas. But that whole thing fell apart after they got smacked down by the wrath of the Tapu. Okay, cool. So that's some lore that we can unpack at a later date. Alright, let's head over this. Can I go in here, like... Is there an entrance from above? No, there's nothing. There's nothing. Okay, here we go. Motel! I wonder if there's going to be a beast on Pony Island, given there's no motel there. Hey Annabelle, you doing okay? Jewel, thank you once again for coming. Hey, maybe you should be back up this time so that Luca can burn some energy. I've been waiting for you, Jewel. Once again, we've already gathered the intel on the UB we are targeting. Mr. Nanu provided us with everything that we needed to know. The UB that has been sighted on this island is known by the codename Blaster. It is a fearsome beast that apparently possesses a fearsome energy that will burn anything. Okay, fire type. And it was not a single sighting either. UB04 Blaster Faller. We cannot afford any delays. I will protect the populated areas as usual. Are you sure about that, Annabelle? Jewel will go to the site. Mr. Luca, you will stand by. We will ask you to handle backup. You're right, Chief. I think you are pushing yourself too far. If you would agree, I would be happy to go into the field myself this time, and... I'm fine. I can still handle this. I have you to watch my back after all, don't I? Annabelle, what are you trying to prove? Yes, ma'am. Then I will be off now. Jewel, I wish you fortune in battle. Do not push yourself too hard, Chief. Please be careful. Jewel, these are for you. Your Pokeballs, known as Beast Balls, for the mission. Cool, 10 more Beast Balls. Are you going to ask me to, like, return all the ones I didn't use once I have all the beasts, since they're each worth, like... Well, they've already been produced, so I guess you can't get that $1 million back. First, the regular reports. Let us get them out of the way, my young friend. Madam Wick finished analyzing all of the data that we gathered on the last UB you caught. If you wish to learn more about that creature, you should speak with Madam Wick in the Aether Paradise Secret Labs. Now it is time we get to work. If you need to ask me anything, I am here. Yeah, okay, so tell me about Blaze, and tell me how many there are. UB04 codename Blaster. Yes, I can tell you about it. It seems to possess a fearsome energy that will burn through anything at all. Sightings were made in 2 locations, Haina Desert and Malai Garden. It seems highly likely that the creatures are on the move around Ula Ula Island. The sightings indicate 2 specimens, so the goal of this mission will be to find and protect 2 individuals, if you can. Cool, okay, 2. Haina Desert, Miley Garden. That's fine. Alright, well, we are right by the desert, so I'm kind of tempted to stick my nose in there right now. So how about we go capture the first one, then we'll go talk to Wick, then we'll go get the second. Alright. So, Blaster, come fight this, and please don't destroy me. Because I really want to capture you. Is the thing. Whoa, okay. I have not seen this thing before. Well. This is like a bamboo design? Okay, level 65. That's still okay. Guardian of Alola! I'm really disappointed I didn't get Mina doing her Z pose. I really do have to find that. I hope someone has a YouTube video of her fighting her and her doing her Z pose. Maybe she'll fight me in the battle tree and I can make her use her Z pose then. It's like important to me on a personal level now that I see Mina's Z pose. Automatize. That increases your speed. It's a steel type move. Alright, here comes the Beast Ball. I don't have full swipe on Leia, so I'm just Beast Balling. Skull Bash! I'd almost be tempted to switch in Marie on that, but I'll just throw a Beast Ball at it. I probably should teach False Swipe, or just bring Tapu Coco back. Here comes Skull Bash. Probably gonna hurt. Not that bad, truth be told. Anyway, Guardian of Lola into Beast Balls seems to be a pretty reliable way of catching Ultra Beasts. Hasn't let me down yet. And it continues to not let me down. Get that sweet catch. Level 39 for Savaso. Wants to learn Aqua Tail. You may indeed learn... well... yeah, sure. I'll get rid of Slam for Aqua Tail. I don't like Slam as a move. Oh, sorry, what was that name? Celesteela. Well, that explains why I had a steel-based move. Celestial and Steel. Okay. Steel Flying. The launch Pokemon. One kind of Ultra Beast. Witnesses have seen it burn down a forest by expelling gas from its 2 arms. Concerning. Okay, you need a name. What am I going to name this thing? I know what I'm going to name you. That's quite easy, actually. Your name is Kaguya. Let me look at that summary. Okay, your stats are big defense, low speed, so a relaxed nature kind of complements that. But any nature that lowers speed isn't great. Automatize, Iron Defense, Skull Bash, and Seed Bomb. Not really good attack moves. Your special attack is slightly higher than your attack. Cool. Off to the box you go. Can I teach False Swipe to Tapu Lele? Well, first I gotta find False Swipe. There it is. Nope, can't. Man, that makes Tapu Koko with Thunder Wave, False Swipe, and Guardian of Alola just an amazing Pokemon for catching things. Alright, let's go pay a visit to Wick, get that sweet data, and then we'll go and catch the other Celesteela. While Celesteela I don't know the design of, because I've only ever seen like a tiny little icon of it, I do know it's another Moon exclusive. Its Sun equivalent is Katana? It's something about swords and blades. Katana-ish. So anyway, we'll go and... well, I'll put one up for trade for a Katana at a later date, and hopefully I'll get one. Hopefully, you know, doing this in the middle of my Max Repel doesn't run my Max Repel out, so I can use it in the Malai Garden as well. It probably will though, and it's a waste of a Max Repel, but whatever, they're cheap. Whoops, not the Beast Balls. Show me the UB data. Xurkitree! UB03, codename Lighting, properly known as Xurkitree. This UB was sighted for the first time following the incidents at Aether Foundation. Its most distinctive feature is an organ that can generate power. This UB's bodily makeup is highly reminiscent of electrical wiring, thus enabling it to conduct electricity with great efficiency. It can discharge as much as 1,000,000 volts of power at a time. When it begins to run out of power, it stabs its legs and tail into the soil, entering a tree-like state as it absorbs electricity from the ground. Excuse me, can someone please explain to me where this thing is getting electricity from the ground? Like, it plugs itself into a power tree, intercepts power cables. Sure. How are you plugging into the ground and absorbing... Absorbs lightning strikes, sure. How are you getting electricity from the ground? Explain this. Ridiculous. As soon as it started talking about an electrical generating organ, I just started thinking of Monster Hunter, though. So hey, here's an important question. The Ultra Beasts, they're not really Pokemon, though. I mean, this game is classifying them as Pokemon, but they're creatures from a different dimension. And, they're not caught naturally using normal Pokeballs. It really blurs the line between what is and isn't a Pokemon. Like, the definitions of what counts as a Pokemon is starting to get kind of weird. Is everything a Pokemon? Are people Pokemon and just the dominant life form as Pokemon? It's... well, we don't undergo evolution or moves or that. Which, they at least have that set of... It's weird. But... I don't like the implications. I'm not a fan of them. Dang. Whatever, I will use another repel just to make this really good and smooth. Alright, get in the grass and get that other Celesteela. I'm probably going to use Tapu Koko to catch the next Tapu, though, just so I can false swipe it. Guardian of Alola. Boy, I am sure everyone is going to be sick of this move over the Beast Chronicles. Well, don't sweat it. The Tapus are only hanging out with us for the length of dealing with the Ultra Beasts. Because Guardian of Alola is a move for catching things, not for... Well, it's pretty good for winning, I have to admit. Like, it makes for some sweet two-shots, but, mostly I'm using it for capturing. Since it's Steel type, I can paralyze this thing, so I'm going to switch Marine and Thunder Wave it. That should make it just a little smoother to capture. It broke out one too many times last time to be tolerable. So I'm going to paralyze it, then capture it, just to really, really claim that. My biggest concern right now is that Tapu Bulu, the next Tapu, is going to be Fairy Ground. Ground type is going to ruin my day. Essentially, Ground type is the biggest threat to me at this point in time. Earthquake is usually always a huge threat to me. But especially right now, like, Marie and Decider, my Tapu Koko, are both vulnerable to Earthquake. So if Tapu Bulu is Ground, which feels likely given it's in the Haina Desert, and it earthquakes, it's gonna be bad. Anyway, got that Celesteela. No nickname. No nickname. One of them gets a nickname, the other one gets traded. Let me check your summary and your nature. Your nature is attack down for speed up. That's okay. I've seen better. Completed the mission. Alright, let's go let Looker know that I'm a badass. How many more Ultra Beasts are there? I'm gonna guess 2. Anyway, the rest of this episode, once we've spoken to Looker and Annabelle, is going to be capturing Tapu Bulu. And because of that, I am going to fetch Tapu Koko out of my box. Ellie, take a break for a second. You go over here. You two also go over here. These beasts, though. Okay, oh, my Xerxes also have to go over here. This box is getting pretty beastly all of a sudden. Okay. I think I'll lead with Marie and try and Thunderwave it outright. Because if Marie gets knocked out, that can decide if we send in Tapu Lele or Tapu Koko. That said, I should heal because Marie has Sturdy, so I can at least take a hit. Though, if Tapu Bulu is ground, I can't paralyze it with Thunder Wave. And I don't have anyone highly leveled with Stun Spore. Which is problematic, I'll admit. There are certain powers that I am missing at this level of the game. I really should make progress through Pony, because that will unlock many more leveling opportunities to raise up team members into the levels necessary to be competitive at the 60 to 70 range, which is what's happening now. Anyway, I finished the mission. Amazing! Bravo! You've done it! I must call the chief back at once. You doing okay, Annabelle? I finished sending the data from the UB protected to HQ, and to Miss Wick as well. Thank you for your hard work, Jewel. We should learn everything there is to know about Celesteela, also known as UB Blaster. And we have also had word from HQ. There is only one UB left for us to take care of. And we had our hands full with so many individuals for this last UB. It was a rather dangerous situation, but you were all right, Chief. Yes, of course. Both me and my Pokemon were fine. Of course, we ran into some difficult situations. Being surrounded by the UBs and outflanked by them made it rather touch and go for a while. As I'd feared. What is it, Mr. Looker? You've been acting rather odd for a while now, haven't you? No, it's nothing. Could it be? Could it be about our long-delayed feast? Oh, yes indeed! What a disaster that you found me out! The truth is that I'm starving, just starving! How a Snorlax feels, I know exactly now. How hopeless you are, Mr. Looker. But I suppose we have been putting it off for a rather long time. You must be hungry indeed. Then allow me to take point this time and find a delicious restaurant for us all. Yes, ma'am! Thank you, ma'am! It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but I'm actually quite famished myself. So you two stay here and relax while I go and find us a place to eat. Something feels up. The chief can't take much more of this. She must be exhausted. She acts particularly cheery when she's feeling unwell to hide her weakness from others. I know it may be a bit late for this, but there is something I would like to tell you. It is something that happened about 10 years ago now. I came to the Alola region at that time as part of a 3-person team to eradicate a UB. There were UBs here 10 years ago? Of course, we did not know them as UBs back then. It was simply a dangerous creature. My team succeeded in chasing down the UB, and then we tried to put an end to it. But somebody screwed up. Ah, it's Nanu. But somebody screwed up. Nanu. This half-hearted fool here felt sorry for the monster, even if only for a moment. That moment was enough to get the 3rd member of our team done in by the UB. This I cannot deny. I made an error of judgment. I failed to consider the fact that she was not trained for combat. She was just bait for the UB. And the International Police knew it. The UB relentlessly seek out those who have passed through an Ultra Worm. Ha! The passage must change them somehow, as though they've been bathed in some energy. I am marked. Me and Lily are very... Oh! Lily is marked and out on her own right now. Oh boy. Something that the beasts can smell or sense. Luzamine is too. So's Guzma. Boy, that is a bunch of targets. It is thought that the UBs can track such people as those sniffing them out. It's not like the monsters can't come here by choice. They don't want to be here. So they smell that familiar scent and think there'll be a wormhole, that they'll get home. Nanu, you called her bait. She really was, wasn't she? Follow. That is what the International Police calls them, humans who appear from an ultra wormhole, and those who are bathed in a great deal of the energy that pours out from them. She had come through a wormhole, she was from another world, and she was put on our team to help draw the UB to us. Let me guess, Annabelle's mother. And now you're repeating history. You've got a Follow right here, haven't you? That's right, girl, I'm talking about you. Yes, it's true. She passed through an ultra wormhole. Jewel was exposed to the energy, so she may indeed be a Faller. But I'm also very, very strong. I'm back. I'm sorry, young Jewel, but let us continue this talk another time. I'm sorry, you two. I couldn't get a reservation at the restaurant. It seems like it's a very popular place. Hey, Missy. Mr. Nanu, I didn't realize you were here. Another one of those monsters appeared, this time on Pony Island. I'll tell you more when you get there. We'll meet at the floating restaurant in Seafolk Village. The next one seems like a real tough opponent. Be sure you're ready for it. Yes, of course, we will. Thank you again, Mr. Nanu. Mr. Looker, is everything alright? Of course, it is fine. Not a problem at all. Then I will make my way to the floating restaurant at Pony Island. Once you are ready, Jewel, please do come and join us there. So it is on to Pony next. I'll be counting on you, Jewel. Let's meet again at the floating restaurant in Seafolk Village. Cool. Alright, let's go catch Tapu Bulu. I'm ready. I hope it isn't fairy ground. I have a very distressed feeling that it's fairy ground, but I really hope it isn't. That said, either way I'm going to sock it in the face for Nanu's sake. Whoops, wrong one. I need my Machamp shove. Okay, I haven't gone through here before. Let's calculate this. Alright, stop that. I can't see a dang thing. I'm just going to assume I can push this. Yep, not a problem. That was very easy and only difficult because I couldn't see my way around. Alright! We will be saving up before this, just in case something stupid happens. I don't like saving in the middle of recordings, just in case something dumb happens and I have to repeat the recording, but... Tapu! Okay, please don't be fairy ground. Oh, you could be fairy rock. Fairy rock is okay. Just don't be fairy ground, and we can be cool. Grass is... You're fairy grass? Okay, whatever. Get thunder waved. Wow. Oh, if I Z-Power Flash Cannon it, it will probably die. A regular Flash Cannon probably won't kill it, but a Z-Power Flash Cannon would. Whew! Who needs Guardian of Alola? Huh. Alright. I could discharge it. I think we're just going to switch into Cider and false swipe it. I don't know what this thing's deal is, and I don't like that healing that's going on here, but... Why is it healing? It hasn't done anything. Well, there goes its grassy terrain. Mega Horn, that's bug. Alright, I'm cool. Here comes a false swipe. Decider is quicker, I know this. Alright, cool. One more false swipe, and then we can start throwing Ultra Balls at this thing. Ouch. Alright, we're good. Alright, Ultra Ball time. Hey chat, how many Ultra Balls? Okay, if it takes more than... I don't know, I'll probably just cut straight to the catch now. Don't worry about it. Boom! Number 11. Cool, cool, cool. Tapu Bulu now belongs to me. Vanillish is leveled up, so Vanillish will be evolving now. Do you want to learn Mirror Coat? Yeah, sure. I'll get rid of Astonish. That's not a useful move to you at this level. Alright, I have an evolution and a Pokedex entry to read. Cool. Here's Vanillish's evolution. Do 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 do. Vanillish evolved into Vanilluxe. Vanilluxe's data will be added. What a fun and silly Pokemon design. Just the entire chain I'm looking at here. Silly snow cones. Vanilluxe, the snowstorm Pokemon. Pure ice. Even if it loses one of its heads, it can live relatively problem-free. It makes snow clouds inside its body. Yeah, but I'm sure it'd be pretty sad if it lost one of its heads. That would be horrific. Okay, Tapu Bulu's data will be added. Now, Tapu Bulu is kind of a jerk for what they did to Nanu, given how much Nanu doesn't want to be here. So I'm gonna name him something. It's Grass Fairy, yeah. The Guardian Deity of Ula Ula is a lazy Pokemon. It commands plants to immobilize its foes and then deals them a savage blow with its horns. What a jerk. What's your name gonna be, Bulu? You also, like, smashed up that shopping center once, didn't you? You're just a real troublemaker. You're a problem creator. Procreator. That's actually really funny. I'm gonna call you... No, that... Is that funny? It's funny enough. You can be Procreator. Oops, didn't look at your details. We'll check that out in a bit. Maybe a grassy field just naturally heals Pokemon. Okay, let's continue on. Thanks to cutting to the catch, this episode has a little more room than it would otherwise. So, excuse you? Can I just fly out of here? No. Alright, well, how do I get out of here then? I can solve any puzzle. Actually, this one could be solved either way you went, so it's nothing. It's a nothing. Alright, let's fly to... Pony Island. Mix my team up a little. I think now's the time to evolve my Eevee into a Sylveon. I was holding it off thinking maybe I could use this Eevee to demonstrate something important later on, but I actually can't with this current setup. I won't contextualize that, by the way. It looks like the last Tapu is going to be caught after the last Ultra Beast, however. Unless I catch it at the start of the next episode. We'll see. Maybe I'll catch all the Tapus before the Ultra Beasts. Who knows. Alright, Vanilluxe, get out. I'll just sort you into a proper box later. You get in. Take a moment, beloved, and show me this Tapu Bulu. Yep, Nature's Madness, Zen Headbutt, Mega Horn, and Skull Bash. Ability is Grassy Surge. Turns the ground into grassy terrain. I guess grassy terrain just naturally heals things. I guess that's what grassy terrain does. It heals grass types when you're in it. Okay, well, we do want to see Tapu Bulu's Z move. That's important. First, however... Slowly running out of rare candies, but it's alright. Alright, Twister is now evolving. Last of the evolutions. Do 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 do. Your Twister evolved into a Sylveon by being leveled up while knowing a Fairy-type move and having max affection. Sylveon's data will be added to the Pokedex. The Eevee ring is done! Beautiful. What a sight. Filled all the Pokemon on a single page. The intertwining Pokemon. When this Pokemon sights its prey, it swirls its ribbon-like feelers as a distraction. A moment later, it pounces. You want to learn a Fairy move, don't you? Fairy Wind? Yep. You can indeed learn Fairy Wind. There you go. Twister learned Fairy Wind. Alright, let's get Twister swapped out of my team and grab someone else. Let's just grab Unstoppable here and give Unstoppable some levels. We'll put Tapu Bulu in the lead so that Tapu Bulu can do its Z move on whatever we encounter next. They're very similar, but they're just slightly different, so I do want to see all the Tapunian Z moves. Okay! I think this is a justifiable point to wrap this episode up. Next episode, we will go and find out about the last Ultra Beast. We'll go talk to Wick about some sweet Ultra Beast details. Where's the thing even at? I'll find it between episodes. Anyway, we've got a lot to do next episode, so look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!